Welcome to the Conscious Creative Podcast, your weekly dose of soul-to-soul conversation that will have you saying peace out to your 9 to 5 to explore in your sacred calling. The topics center around conscious business and interviews with the folks who started them. We'll be exploring the art of being human and what it takes to live your life fully expressed and financially free. I'm Christina Gomes, and I went from high-paying job as a psychotherapist to leaving it all behind for my desire to travel the world playing my original music, to becoming the CEO and soulpreneur founder of freeyourcreativity.org, where I help visionary leaders create the businesses of their wildest dreams. If you have a sacred calling, stick around. My prayer is that you become the permission slip for the collective as you hear the soul-inspiring stories that call you forth into creative action. Let's get to the soul. Okay, hi, welcome everybody to my Client Spotlight series. I'm talking to Alexa today, who is a soul-led virtual assistant and helps her clients to launch their signature offers feeling aligned and amazing. And what's really fun about Alexa is she is running my affiliate program. And so, yes, so I have hired her. And it's a really beautiful work we get to do together. And I'm sure Alexa's going to share all about her journey and how she put out her offer and what it's been like to have your own business. So I'd like to hear from you, Alexa. How are you? And yeah, what would you like to share today?
I'm doing so well, thank you. I'm so glad to be on and to be having this conversation with you. I feel like every time we connect, I'm like lit up by your energy and by like the space that we've created. Cause like, I feel like, you know, you want to be around people who are expansive and who challenge you and who want to just make you be you and like let you feel comfortable in that space. So super stoked to be here. Yeah, so let's see. We have been working together for about a year now. It was around this time last year that I was like, hello, help me. And since that time, it's really been so beautiful because since I set the intention to gain clarity on my business and on not just how I wanted to show up in the online creative space, but like really how I wanted to hone my gifts and share them with other people has created this really cool opportunity for me to just do the things that I love and the things that I like geek out on, and then I get paid for them. So like just being able to like expand into that energy has been really, really cool.
I love that. And I love how you've been able to infuse your energy work and the spiritual component of your life and still do what it is that you want to do. Because I remember we had a conversation a while back because I help transformational facilitators and coaches and guides, and you are that. And you love supporting businesses and supporting people with this other side and letting them have their space and shine, and you're on it. You are, you showed up in my life, back into my life with an offer, and it was so cool to be able to help you create an offer and create a business and a message around it, and then it be so good and so juicy that I was like, yes, I would love to have a soul-led virtual assistant on my side and help me with the things that we don't have to be an expert in every part of our businesses. And that's what working in a team and in collaboration is really the next level for a lot of us. So thank you for doing that work. And why don't you tell folks here what it was like for you in the beginning stages of my program as you were putting together your message and honing that craft?
So for me, I don't know if you're going to love this answer, but I was so scared. Like showing up and embracing the like vulnerability of creating your own business and creating your own brand and strategy and all of the things, while the business school gives you all of the tools to like take you step by step. And really like I felt like my hand was being held and like, okay, so you know the TikTok sound that's like, hold my hand. If you don't, it's it's hysterical. It's like this whole thing where like somebody's like, hold my hand, I got you. And they're like running. That's kind
Fun.
of how I felt. I felt like I was being like jettisoned into like this beautiful energy of like other people who were creating their own vulnerable spiritual businesses and doing it so gracefully. You know what I'm saying? So like it was definitely feel the fear and do it anyway, but like leaning into it and allowing yourself to take step by step. So I loved it. And I was able to like break through those blocks so easily because you almost like built in the like, okay, right now you're probably freaking out and this is what you do.
Yes, right. Because what I think is something that's not talked about enough in the coaching and the guidance and the self development space is like that there's this idea going around that is talked about a lot that it needs to be easy, it needs to be fun, and that's it. And if not, then you're doing it wrong. And you and I are fun loving gals. Like I've seen your TikToks, they're fun, you know? And so it's like we obviously love to have fun. And what I just know for myself is it actually took me coming to the edge of my fear and these places that I felt uncomfortable in before and breathing through that and creating like an energetic bubble that I was safe to feel fear, to not always be so excited about the little tasks in my business or even so excited about every single aspect, but know that there's a grander vision and our businesses will ask us to face our fears. It
Absolutely.
just will. And that's why leading with our soul is so cool because that's what our soul is asked. That's what we came here to do as soulful creatures is to have this experience where we're tapping into our expansive self and we're tapping into our most fun and free expression. And it takes some shadow work to get there.
Girl, yes. Like it's like you're talking to like human design projector, like Virgo sun. So like I don't know how to have fun sometimes. Like I'm still like learning how to lean into like the joy and the fun and the like flow of everything. And I think that that's always going to be something that everybody works on. But like being able to be seen in your own light and really giving yourself the opportunity to like take the time to figure out how you want to show up right now. It's such an important step, whether like you're creating a full-time business, a part-time business, like I do this for funsies on the weekends, like giving yourself the opportunity to expand into that is so cool. And like I love that you talk so much about like not being excited for every aspect of your business, because showing that vulnerability for all of us is like, okay, cool. Like this is the doing it anyway part. This is the showing up for my business part. You know what I'm saying? This is the, like, you know how they talk about self-care being like more than salt baths and like meditation retreats. Like this is the go to the gym and drink your water and eat your vegetables part of like business self-care, you know?
100%. Thank you for sharing that. Right. It's like, you know, some things, it's like other people think they're fun, like a daily disciplined practice. But actually, for me, what has been fun is finding a practice that invites that femininity into my life and that flow into my life, and kind of having a practice where I don't shame myself for not doing it like I was told or doing it like everyone else. And I can imagine a Virgo actually quite finds fun in organization. And so what's really cool about working in collaboration yeah, is like, well, like there's so much light in the things that other people would say, hey, like, well, because my Venus is in Virgo. So I'll just be vulnerable again, where it's like, that's actually not the best place for it to be because I heard that you cannot organize love. And like compartmentalize love and for sure I tried.
Of course we know.
Yeah, it's like what we can't. And that's what it is. Like I actually find fun in the systems that make up our humanness. And that's why you'll find in my program that I see the patterns very clearly. And I know at month one is usually everyone starts to feel contracted, or they start to feel left behind, or that they didn't do enough. And this is just normal, natural human thoughts. And how can we look at those thoughts and find evidence of where they're not true, and find evidence of where the expansive thought is actually so much more true. And we just did that in my mastermind call, is we went deep on these old beliefs that were coming up around being seen, and how if our families didn't see us, or if this person didn't see us, or this person in our life didn't see us, and like then there's our brain just starts to go and find evidence of where people don't actually care. And like if you have a business based on helping other humans, but your brain thinks that no one cares, like we have to work on that. And
Yeah.
actually, maybe that's not quite fun. Sharing that, facing that, it's like it's not fun, but the results are so incredibly worth it. We get to
Yeah.
live our truth and help other people because we did that work on ourselves.
Yes. And I have like what I find so powerful about the course and about just like being in the conscious creator space that you're opened up to when you're in the business school is seeing how your message may be similar to somebody else's, but you're always going to deliver it to your people. Like, and that's where the energetics come into it. And that's where, like, for me personally, I was always caught up in the like, well, there's a ton of people that are like, just like me, they're saying the same thing. Who am I to deliver this message? There's always people to hear your message because they need to hear it from you. They need to be in your energy to receive it.
I love that. I love that you're sharing that around as well, and like showing up on the TikToks and making your offers available. That's what it really is. A lot of people fear like offering their offers. It's like
Mhm.
everyone has a different fear or different thing that they get to work on. And what's so beautiful in working in a group is you get to see what other people are working through and what they've had to overcome to actually allow themselves to be seen and offer their offers. Because
Yeah.
right, when you're like, okay, yeah, now I'm showing up and now I feel good about that part. And then there's this, oh, okay, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to get on the phone with someone, confidently say what the value of this offering is. And so I was and allowing people to pay for that, because I was so grateful to take this affiliate uh, side of things off of my list. And of course, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could figure it out. Maybe I could definitely do it on my own. But this I learned is a trauma response. And I was living in, I'll
Mm,
just do it myself
yes.
land. I'll just do it myself bill. And it prevented me from hiring a mentor for a long time. And then it prevented me from building and growing my team. So
Mm,
when I'm helping other people, I'm deepening in that work myself, where it was so easy for me to go like, you got this. Thank you. Thank you. And just like giving you my trust in that, because I do. And there's no need to micromanage a Virgo.
Oh
So
no. Jump in my head for a second. You will not survive.
every
You
day I'm
will
just like,
not survive.
I was like, wow, this is so good. Like this offer is so good. And then you'll get your dream testimonial. And it's just really about just loving on our offers and delivering
Mhm.
and delighting our clients. And right. And not, I want to say too, is like not overgiving either. Like you're not saving me for myself. You're just showing up and just doing a great job. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And I think like that really resonates with people too, because I was reminded over the weekend that like our message and our like as much as we put our energy and our love into our business and into our offers and things like that, at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the energy. It's about like doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a personal thing. It's like this is our divine gift. This is our purpose. You just got to trust and follow that path. That it's not me. It's the collective, and just like going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Like how the synchronicities, how we end up in our lives. I even remember a year ago when we started working together, and you were one of the easiest calls I've ever had. I think you were the one client that was like, take my money." Like you said it.
Literally.
And you always like dream of that day when a client says that. It's like, how can I pay you? And that's really
Right.
beautiful. And it is an outside reflection of the work and the messaging and the deepening of our messages. It's like, oh, it happened, great. But we do have to trust for that we get that. But what I really trying to say is like, I think then I saw that you had bought your mom the same Mother's Day gift that I had bought my
Yes.
mom. And I thought that I was seeing my mom. I thought I was seeing my mom like posting about it, and I was actually seeing your mom post about it.
So funny.
And I was like, whoa,
Wait, what?
right? Yeah. And it's just like these fun things that are like, of course, when you're just
Mhm.
following your purpose and you're open to receive and you're sharing your message, that doesn't mean that resistance won't come up. But when we work through our resistance, when we start to clear away the blocks and we just go, okay, this is hard to say my offer's this much. I'm very proud of it. Our stuff comes up, we smile, and then you see actually other people, because we've allowed ourselves to share our price, share our offers, sell our offers, actually people are more likely like going like thank you. Like actually,
Yes.
and it was worth it. It was worth it because everybody wins on the other side of
Mhm.
that resistance piece.
For sure. And I think one thing about like the business school and the container is it just having the opportunity to like essentially like cold pitch the other people in the group and ask for feedback gave me so much clarity on what I was doing. And then to be able to have the tools and resources in the business school to know how to like warm up my own audience and kind
Mhm.
of like take their temperature and see, is my offer for like, am I talking to the right people? Who do I need to get in front of in order to get my program out there, get my offer out there, things like that. Like that's super valuable. And I think it's something that people kind of trip up on is like, well, what if I ask people if they want what I sell instead of just reading their minds? No,
Yeah. Right.
no,
Right, because
you know?
we kind of get it flipped out of like magnetic marketing, and I'm all about it. I'm like magnetic
Oh, yeah.
marketing, magnet, become the magnet, but that's what that is. When you're clearing away the block of receiving, then you are more aligned to actually go and offer your offers.
Mhm.
And I mean, and there's a technique to sales calls, which I give inside of the Conscious Creative Business School and frameworks, so that you're not dealing with it alone. And then you can always come to the group and say, hey, this was hard for me, because I want you all to know that it's not that it may seem easy for me, because it gets to be easier the more that you master the art of it. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's like you got to go out there and right, you can't expect anyone to read your mind. Um so thank you for putting that out, because that's like, I was just talking this morning to one of my relationship coaches, and that's like what it is in relationships too. And so
Mhm.
we can kind of weave in all the things that we're doing in our own offers, and seeing how we've run our own lives and been present and efficient and flowing in our own lives, and relate that to business. So like in a relationship, right, you can't expect someone to read your mind, and a business relationship is a business relationship too.
Right.
um and right, you can't expect people to read your mind. And
Mhm.
I love that you said that. Thank you so much. And so when was kind of like
Yes.
the point where you were like, okay, I'm ready? I Because I remember you said that you were thinking about your business, you were planning, you were refining, and that was such a juicy, visionary, beautiful place to be. And then all of a sudden, it went from zero to full time and booked out, and you replaced your job,
I
right?
did. So I will be transparent. My like main source of income fell out from under me. And I was like, so my options at that point were okay, like, you have a great idea. When are you just going to do it? Or go back and get like a 9 to 5 and put yourself back in a container where you don't thrive. Like, I, I'm previewing your 3-day training that's coming up, but I am also very unemployable, not gonna lie. So like I knew at that point, I was like, I'm done with this pattern. I'm done with this pattern of like essentially half-assing like a real job and my like passion business, what I know I'm good at. So it was a mixture between doing all the prep work and then trusting that I had the foundation in place to just be like, okay, let's go. And
Yes.
because I had conversations with people, because I was familiar with like beta testing things and really getting like honest feedback about different pieces of my offer as I was creating it and as I was in the business school and in the alumni group and really just like willing to be vulnerable about where I was and where I wanted to be,
Mm.
that was what gave me the tools and the feedback to really just be like, I'm ready. And everybody was like, sweet, hello. I was like,
Yes. Right. I love your story because it gives so much inspiration. Because I think people get it twisted that they're like, that they think I'm saying, like, quit your job. If you're not doing this full time, then do you even value, if you're not charging 10K right out of the gate, do you even value what what you're doing? And it's like, wow, if you have guides that have been speaking into your life like that, maybe ask yourself why you chose that guide and decide to choose a different guide because actually I do believe that even though my story is similar to yours where I had there just became a point where I had no other choice. And so it kind of like pulled the rug out from under me and it was like you have to trust yourself because you are not going back to working for someone else. And that was a beautiful moment. But I did have all of these moments beforehand where I actually went back to waitressing, even though I had a master's degree. I tried
mm-hmm.
and played with little things over here. And then it just became a decision of let me really focus on and trust that my one signature offer can replace any kind of income that I could make from a 9 to 5 working in something that it wasn't like, oh, I kind of like it. And so I'll just stick with it. It was like, I hate this. Like, I
Yes.
really don't like having a boss anymore. And so
Mm-hmm.
everybody's story is different and everybody's going to relate to this from a different place. Cause even though I hated working for someone else, actually, there were 3 months that I went back to waitressing with the full intention of this was going to pay for my coach. It was going to pay for the tools I needed to run my business. And that was my intention. And so I went to this job every day with so much gratitude, with so much fun in my heart, with so much like making the best of it, making friendships with folks in the kitchen, eating the Indian food with so much like, yes, like I actually loved going to waitressing during that time because I would, in between when it was slow, I would be channeling my offering. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always like, it doesn't always work out the way that we think it will. And it was more like because I was like kind of my time was raveled up in the waitressing job, I only had a certain amount of time to work on my business. And so I made that time count. And
Mm-hmm.
so often I find people exactly what you're saying, kind of half assing it, half doing this, half doing that. And it's like, you can do both, but save time for your business. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you are intentionally desiring to transition, save some time for your business. It's exactly what you did. You were still showing up. You were spending that time visioning. And then so when you had no other choice, you had already had the foundations. And now it was just that trust of fully like, because we don't know. We have to trust. We don't know who's
Mm-hmm.
going to actually buy from us. We have no
Yes.
control over that. We can only do our best to show that our offer is beautiful and do our best to keep our energy clear. And like you said, make it about them. It really is about them, even though, of course, there's things that are, it's about us. Yeah, of course. But if you're coming from a place of, I know I have something that's really going to help you, and I'm really excited to offer it to you.
Yeah. And what I love too about the way the business school is structured and the way, like, we're even talking about it right now, like, it doesn't ever have to be a full time thing if you don't want it to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I know so many people that love their 9 to 5 and are super passionate about it. And they love showing up for their coaching business after hours. And they do it really well because they're just following their flow, you know? So
Mhm.
I love that, like, there's never any pressure to fit, you know, because why would you go from fitting a certain mold in the corporate world to just fitting a certain mold in the entrepreneur world? That's not how it works,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. If you're
So,
your own boss, don't you wanna be a good one
right?
to
Don't you want
yourself?
to be what you need, like in a
Yeah,
boss?
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that, right, and so creating we can create from a place of fun, and
Mm-hmm.
we get to, and actually, it's that deep work that we're talking about now, of, like, facing our fears, holding ourselves gently, allowing ourselves to receive support in the form of a virtual assistant and in the
Mm-hmm.
form of mentors and guides and coaches, and really showing up for that part of it, that's when, yeah, it gets to be fun. It really gets to be fun the more work I get to give to my team and fully trust and set that culture up in my business where I trust you and I'm so excited to see what comes of it. And even I do have a
Yeah.
virtual assistant I've been working with for over a year now and really kind of setting up systems and structures where yeah, she's just taking that and running with it and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm the face of my company. I'm the idea person and I'm the guide. And so kind of the admin stuff, it's like, where's my time best spent? And you can spend it in the things that you find fun. I'm so happy that you find affiliate programs fun.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Yay.
I just think, like, in terms of a virtual assistant, in terms of like an affiliate program, it's really choosing where you're putting your energy. You know what I mean? Like, I love a system. I love a list. Gimme, like, bring it on. Give me all of the tools. I will use the hell out of them. But like for the affiliate program, what I really really love about it is just it's the opportunity for people to like share what they know. So it's about, yes, like being an affiliate gets you paid. It gets you, you know, passive income. Like I feel like that's a really hot topic
Mm.
lately. Maybe like more so in the States than down where you are, because like you're in, you know, amazing
Central
jungle
America land.
land.
Yeah.
Yes, like, but for us in the States, it's all about like creating multiple streams of income, creating passive income. And I just, it like boggles my mind that people are like, what do you mean I could do an affiliate program? Like, what do
Mm.
you mean? What do I mean? Like, you have all of these people who love you, who tag you in stuff, who are so jazzed about being in your energy and sharing like their takeaways and things like that. Like, it's just like the natural, I don't know, in my brain, it's like the natural flow of like expanding your impact on people. And like
Yeah.
when you're in a spiritual business and you're doing such good work for the world and you're impacting so many people already, like, of course you want to grow that. Of course you want to sit there and like have these really cool, fired up conversations with your alumni who are all doing really well. And like, that's, it's just fun. Like, it's just
Yeah.
fun for me to like see where everybody goes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, it has been really fun for me as well to develop this with you, to see your expertise shine and I love that because it's like I have other things to be doing in my business, but this is where we get to work together too. So I kind of want to just kind of give a context to folks who are watching who are maybe new to business and don't yet see how if an affiliate program can fit into their business or what it even is. So what we're doing together is I've had the Conscious Creative Business School out for a few years now. That's have had few iterations, and I've had people go through it and love their results and love their process, and who are already going out and saying, "Hey, this is great," and referring people to me. And so what I've implemented in my business is they're going to actually get paid to do what they were already doing. So it's really beautiful. And then but what I really love is that I've added you into my mix and on my team so that you can support my affiliates, because we actually don't know, like maybe we get it now. Okay, cool. Yeah. I have an offer. I have past clients. They can earn a percentage of a sale with me, from simply doing what they're already doing. They don't have to do any
Mhm.
delivery. They don't have to. They don't have
Yeah.
to even put out their own offer. They can really just say that was fun, tell the truth about what they experienced, and then earn a passive income, like you said.
Mhm.
And what I found is like, right, things still come up and things don't,
Mhm.
people don't know the steps. And so what I really love is that you being on my team has helped my affiliates go like, oh, there is a step. You've created a workbook, you've created a roadmap. So all this is so meta, it's
Totally.
like as I run my business and like give and pass on different tasks to team and feel supported so that I can support my clients. You actually are in my business supporting the affiliates and past clients. And it's all real juicy. It's like, because I could have gone the other way and created ads. And
Mhm.
that's another way that folks can get eyeballs on their work in the world. And I could have done that. And I was like, this one just feels so much more juicy and delightful and sweet and connective and yeah, and supportive. And so I love
So
that.
cool. And I think too, I love the fact, and like this is just a testament to how, first of all, like you as a human, as a coach, as a mentor, like we started working together on this because I commented like a free tip under one of your like Tip Tuesday, probably. There's the
Mhm.
alliteration. I was just like, hey, like, try this. And you were like, hello. So it's again, working in your energy is just this really like, it feels so balanced. It feels so give and take. And like, I am in love with the affiliate group, with what we're doing, and like the impact that we're going to make, not only for the business school and the people who are going to enroll, but also for the alumni. Because as me personally, like as I'm getting ready to share my affiliate offer and tack on my like affiliate bonus so that when people sign up through my link, they're getting something extra from me. They're coming into my energy, they're coming into my container. But I'm also reviewing the business school so that when questions come up, I know like how to answer them, or I can remember like how it was phrased or things like that. And like it gives me the opportunity to even like sharpen my skills and what I learned. You know what I'm saying? So it's like seeing it from a different perspective now. You pull different information and different like tidbits that now apply to me now that I'm out of that planning stage and I'm in the like, okay, now I'm running a business and these, these are the tools that I really need to like brush up on.
I love that. Yes. So cool. Right. Because the Conscious Creative Business School, once you enroll, you get lifetime access to the tools and the resources. And what I'm hearing, because I never took a school like this, I have a mentorship, I have different courses I've taken, but I've never taken a school like mine. And what I'm hearing is, wow, that is jam packed full of resources from folks who have taken a school like mine. And they're like, wow, this has got checklists, this has got resources and things that they can return to, as well as that extra supported coaching and guidance to release blocks, to have that space held for you when you are stuck. And I was like, wow, this is good. I love my offer. I really do. Because it's so like, it's something that is timeless that you can use and use again. You can come back into these lessons and pull what you're working on now, because the 90-day plan that I give for folks is a launch plan. And as you're in your business, it's like maybe you launch your business, but then you want to have a launch model where you relaunch your offer. And these can be a 90-day process of you growing your audience, nurturing the audience you have, and then coming out with a big party, a big event, and saying, I am owning my offer. This is going to be awesome, and giving people a reason to work with you and to even receive some little bit of knowledge from you to see why they might want to join your bigger offer. Hey there, visionary leader. If you're resonating with this message, I'd like to invite you into your next level life and business. Enrollment has begun for the Conscious Creative Business Immersion. This is my signature group container to help you design an offer so delicious, so juicy, so based on your soul gifts that you are thrilled to invite your soulmate clients inside of it. I'm going to teach you how to promote this offer with a ton of heart and to sell out this offer with ease to meet your revenue goals. I would love to have you inside if you are a visionary leader who knows that they are great at what they do. You'd like to collapse the timeline on how long it takes to reach consistent income with an offer that you truly love. Go to the link in the show notes to apply for the Conscious Creative Business Immersion. I will be sitting with your application individually, and I will send an email to let you know if you've been accepted in a few days after application. Thank you for trusting me with your vision, and I can't wait to see what we co-create. I would love to hear about your bonus. I don't even know what it is yet. I'm excited for our people.
Yeah. So what I love about like affiliate offers and bonus offers is I always tell people like let it be easy. Like affiliate launches are, and I know we've talked earlier in this conversation about like how we can't skate over, like business isn't easy, but let me tell you, like affiliate launches are so easy. You have the content, you have the like outlined structure right in front of you. And then all you have to do is tack on something that complements the offer that you've already done and been successful with, or tack on something that you're about to launch so that you get people excited and in your energy, and you're giving them like an extra reason to act now. So what I'm going to be doing is offering what did I call it? Hold on, there was an alliteration there.
I love that.
Right. A Soulpreneur Systems realignment call.
Yes. Good.
So when you sign up for the business school using my link, you're also going to get a 90-minute call with me where we go through the back end of your business and take a look at your systems and see what you have in place, what you might benefit from in the future, and like kind of your plan to expansion. So as you're launching, like these are the systems that might help your specific program launch successfully. And then when you're ready for round 2, this is where like a virtual assistant would be able to help you. And this is how you can plan to expand your business and your reach in the future. So I'm super excited about that.
I am too. That's going to be so helpful for all of my people and all the people who come to the business school through you, because it is so what people are looking for. And it's on that cutting edge of what is next for them. And I love how you're going to support them in deciding when is the right time and what you can expect. Because a lot of when I first started to offer my the first iteration of the Conscious Creative Business School was a little bit different. And I didn't actually have that experience yet with working with the virtual assistant. But so many people wanted that information, and it just wasn't a part of my expertise. So it's so beautiful that we can combine our expertise. And now I have that experience. Now I offer some little suggestions and tidbits, but it really is about when, because that information can be a little bit overwhelming if you're just starting right now to put your offer together. It's like, well, then what does my virtual assistant do in that situation? And where can they help me? And knowing what they can do and what you actually would go to your mentor for, this is a beautiful separation of like, you creating the system so that you can hand it to your virtual assistant. And this is something I made a big mistake on in the beginning, is I hired a virtual assistant and I was like, help me. And it's like, she's looking around like,
with what?
With what?
I've been on the other end of that call. And it's like, I can.
What do you need?
Right. And I think too, it's really, I love seeing like the lights come on when I'm talking to people, and I'm like, no, you're the boss. I do the tasks. So like, you talk to me. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am empowered in that. I don't feel like an assistant when I say that, but like, my job is to listen to what you need and meet your needs. And like, it's your job to be confident enough to show up and be like, this is my business. This is what I need. You know, and that's a lot of that is where the energy work comes in. So like, when I work at like, when I do energy work with my clients, it's really about like empowering them to be like the CEO.
I love that you're able to combine, because we definitely need that. If someone has hired you and they didn't quite get that, that's amazing that you put it back in their corner. Because I think that when we're first starting our businesses, or there's a new level to our businesses, we actually don't know the steps. And so that's where it's like, my coach and my mentor, they helped me to help my virtual assistants work with me and to create a culture where they feel valued, I feel valued, and I already have the system so that I can say, here's the system. And they love that. My virtual assistant that does my content distribution, she loves that. But also she has the added benefit of working with me for a year. So sometimes she gets to comment as me or create something, and it just so closely matches my voice. And you have that benefit as well, because we worked in a client mentorship role as well. And so it gets to be easy. But when we make it hard is by going, like, thinking that the virtual assistant's role is to coach you. And luckily in your offer, you have that. You have a bit of that energy work, and it sounds like you're available for that. And that's really beautiful that you have that inside of your virtual assistant work that you do, and to kind of put it back and say, I'm here, offer me the system, or how can we collaborate and work together? And the next step is like, yeah, you are an expert in launching. And I just wanted to give you that. And you're owning that in your messaging of like, I help my people to launch and create the systems. And that's going to be in your bonus offer. Yeah. That's really, really cool. Yeah. So fun. I'm so grateful for this conversation. And before we close, maybe you can give a little clue, a little feedback for anyone that's thinking of joining the business school. What would you tell someone that's on the fence?
I think I would ask them really why, because I feel like when you join the business school and when you come into this energy, there is no wrong time to do it. I feel like a lot of people have that block of like, well, I'm not ready yet. I'm not there yet. But like, this school and this container, really, there is no wrong time to come into it, because you're going to, regardless of where you are, you're going to soar with all of this, all of these tools and all of this support. And like, having the live support is like so cool. So cool. Even just being in the space of like, watching a replay and seeing the comments come in, or seeing somebody's question that you had in the back of your mind get answered, like, that's invaluable. So that is definitely what I would say to people about the school. It was magic, straight magic.
I love that.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun being on with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you so soon.
All right, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.